Okay, and we are live.
Let's
Hey everybody, it's Crimson Zexel, and welcome to the Xbox Series X Games Showcase. This is gonna get nuts, because this is probably... I don't remember. Were we expecting PS5 first or Xbox Series X? I feel like it was PS5.
anything rare here? Like anything?
Um... I would hope. Well, Soup has his doubts. I would love to see Banjo-Kazooie, but I'm scared for anything else Rare would be working on, if not that. Oh. I feel like there was another game they were already working on.
I hate to say it, but I don't think we're going to see Banjo here. We're going to see that 2021.
Alright, Soup just went live.
Alright. Some friendly competition.
I did offer to stream with him, but he wanted to do this relatively on his own. Plus, it's gonna be more impactful with it just being him. That way we get all that raw Halo emotion.
Yeah. Sometimes, too, groups do better, like, group reactions sometimes.
Yeah.
I've noticed that, at least. But yeah, you make a point, I guess.
But, like, his Halo reaction from last year was probably his most, one of his highest viewed videos ever. Like, it's his third. And he's got 85,000 views.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm sure. He was with someone, though.
Right, wasn't that Alonzo?
I don't know who he was with, but he was with someone.
I feel like it was with Alonzo.
But it is funny you say that, because one of my friends, I seen if they wanted to come, but they didn't feel they could really add to the reaction, so they didn't come, and I'm like,
yeah.
But you know, if this certain game gets revealed, you're gonna freak out.
Yeah, I am.
Like,
I grew up with Banjo-Tooie. Of course I'd lose my mind if I saw the Baron Bird again.
You would lose your mind.
I know Soup would too, because neither one of us are really expecting it to show up here.
Oh, no. This isn't just about Soup.
You?
I'm saying me as well.
Yeah.
Like, and I literally know a whole group chat that'll probably freak out if Dewey gets revealed. And that's actually why I have like a lot of devices right now, like one on Twitter, just that raw reaction too. But I probably would be freaking out too much to even look at it. But I'm gonna keep my hopes down because I don't think we're gonna see it. I honestly don't think now's the time.
I know, that's why I have my expectations tempered. I'm not expecting it, but I'd love to see it.
Also, I heard too that Playtime Games, there's a leak and they claim they weren't working on it. Granted, there's embargo.
Hey, Winters111, thanks for the follow. That brings us up to 20. We're that much closer.
Let's go.
So, later on I'll need to adjust the affiliate goals so it can get that much closer to 50. I'm trying to remember. Didn't Soup have like 27 followers by the end of last night's stream?
I think
he did.
I don't know.
I'm getting close to him.
I didn't see last night's, but yeah.
Though I should probably add some sound to some of my other notifications.
You know what I don't get? I mean, maybe it's a meme. Maybe it's a meme. why, but it was.
And just as a heads up, this is a timer for the pre-show. It doesn't even start once that timer hits 0. Though we might be expecting a couple of things to be announced during the pre-show.
How long do you think this show will be? Like 2 hours?
At least an hour. That's what we've been told.
Okay.
So once pre-show is done, hour of games.
Back to back, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing.
But I'm just curious, don't suppose you saw that earlier follow notification from Winters111? Speaking of which, I should probably switch over to chat. A new Banjo game is coming today. Not sure, Winters, but I'd love to see it.
I really hope it does. Like, I know I'll freak out, but...
Like, we're all... The entire internet's gonna lose its mind if Banjo and Kazooie make a comeback here.
I mean, it's either 2021 or here, I feel like.
Well, some games are already being announced for 2021. Case in point, Shin Megami Tensei.
True. But it's either here or it'll be revealed 2021.
Plus, when you start thinking about it, the entire Xbox Series X library, if it doesn't come out this year, is going to be announced for 2021. So it's not out of the ballpark.
True. It's just I'm trying not to get my hopes up because
I know.
A lot because lots of things have add up, and Rare's just like no. But my personal beta is why Rare's taking forever for this is because they want to get it right. Like they want to be
Yeah. Though I think they were already in the middle of another game too.
I can see that early
Because
stages.
I'm pretty sure we've seen something, a new game from Rare already. It was like their very first thing after Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, we saw it. It was ever something.
10 more seconds till pre-show. And again, Winters111, thanks for the follow. Let's roll.
Yo, I hear music now.
Same.
Hey.
And there's Jeff.
Hello, everybody. It's Jeff Keighley, and welcome to this special Xbox game showcase and our pre-show here, leading up to the big main showcase that happens in 1 hour at the top of the next hour. Welcome to YouTube Gaming and our exclusive coverage.
Okay.
This obviously is a different year for all of us in 2020, and normally every year I love getting together with everyone around the world to watch all the E3 events.
Man,
but this year, of course, given where the world's at, we're doing things virtually. Before we get into this, I certainly want to acknowledge everything that is still happening around the world with the COVID pandemic, and certainly hope everyone is safe and feeling okay today and excited about video games, which I think have been a source of comfort for many of us in 2020.
Yeah, gaming has
today is really about
2020 because
celebrating games
people
and the future of games, where games are going in the future. You know, this is still a big year for games, and that new consoles are launching. And today is all about Xbox and the Xbox
we don't even know the
X
date for
coming
the
out this
Series
holiday
X.
season. Although today is less about hardware and is going to be more about the games. And in our pre-show, we've got a lot of great guests joining us to preview what we expect from Xbox. We also have some world premieres and some great new game stuff to show you guys as well. The Xbox story for Series X, of course, started last year at the Game Awards when we revealed the Xbox Series X hardware on stage. I certainly miss memories of thousands of people together and the excitement of shocking the
oh no, the stream!
world
No!
with that announcement last year. That was such a...
It died.
The stream?
It's... Wait, what?
Never mind.
Sort of mentioned in that teaser, Halo Infinite. We are going to get a first look.
You're ahead of me now, because my stream is buffering hard. Trying to catch up.
Alright.
Might remove the chat from the side, because I've found that helps.
We're not going to hear a lot about hardware, so therefore it's going to be mostly on games, so that's cool.
Come on.
Okay, first party it is.
Come on! This is not the time to buffer! Even on reloading the stream. Great. Like, I am horrendous.
You're gonna get to the first world premiere.
I can't see anything! Like, YouTube...
Okay,
well, why is this not working?
Dang it. Try refreshing. That's what
I'm in the middle of it, and it's not doing it.
It took a while for me.
Okay. 111,000 people watching this pre-show.
Series X hardware before
Series X
lockdown.
hardware before lockdown, and then buffer.
Down Austin Evans. Austin, good to have you with us, man.
Whoever this
hey,
guy
Jeff,
is.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, great to have all you guys here. So let's kick things off here by talking about
where are you at?
What you want to see from Xbox
Just saw
today.
Austin Evans,
They had an event back in May that people wanted to see even more.
Jackaboy!
They wanted to see more gameplay, more games. They wanted to see Halo. They're going to deliver that today.
Yeah.
Because everyone just wants to see Halo Infinite. And
Yeah,
I'm really curious because I'm not the biggest Halo fan, but this one has kind of gotten me intrigued and excited. So I'm curious to see about that. I want to see more Hellblade 2 if we're going to get some of that, because when we saw that trailer at the Game Awards and we were sitting in that theater and that music kicked in and rocked everyone's socks, I was really impressed with that and seeing what the hardware could kind of do in engine there. I'm a sucker for FromSoft games. My heart's going to be broken when we don't see Elden Ring today, but it's been so long since it was announced. I need to see it somewhere and see that it still exists. And as long as I get a good
thought just occurred to me.
I'll be happy.
We're probably...
Oh, wait. We got the world premiere voice guy actually doing the voice.
We have the possibility of seeing games...
I'm here to take care of you, but yes, as
we have the possibility of seeing games like Elden Ring, Starfield, and Elder Scrolls 6
to see new game announcements too. You mentioned Halo. Lauren, is that the big thing for you? Like seeing Halo? What are you excited to see?
I may have misheard.
No, so I feel like Halo was like my first introduction into like first-person shooter games, and why I should not play them because I'm horrible at them. But that was like my first. It holds a special place in my heart because like that was the first time realizing I was terrible at them. I'm really excited. I'm big into like psychological horror games. So the medium, I really want to see more about. I want to see gameplay. They haven't told us a whole lot about it, but I'm living for it. Like
I could totally see them doing that since they have lots of
and Everwild is the other one I'm really interested.
We know they have
like to see
plenty
more
of
about,
first-party
both
studios,
those are kind of a
but we
mystery.
don't know what they're working on for the most part.
Oh, that's great, because as you said, there are lots of other games across the studios. Everwild that they teased last year at EXO from Rare looked really interesting.
Everwild,
we'll get to see something on that. Tim Schafer's got Psychonauts that they acquired that studio. Hopefully there'll be an update on that one. And they said Microsoft's got so many studios, so many games across the portfolio.
Saga,
I think we'll get hopefully some new game announcements and also some updates on those existing ones. Austin, you are one of the few people I think in the world that got to check out Series X. I remember you did you got to check out Gears, how that was looking on the hardware and everything like that. So you have a really interesting perspective on this. What do you want to see at Xbox today?
So, I mean, I love the nerdy details, right? I want to see the 120 FPS and the HDR and
hardware guy.
All the ray tracing. I'm really interested in seeing kind of like what this next generation is able to do as far as.
Well, this guy's not going to get that because they just said it.
Don't get me wrong. I'm going to be all over Halo. I really want to see what they're able to do, especially considering that that's going to be a game that will be on.
Or maybe
Xbox
just
One,
seeing the
sort of
visual aspects
PC
of
and Series
the
X
hardware.
and kind of seeing how they're able to stretch that.
And I'm definitely a huge fan of the Forza franchise, right? I mean, that's sort of been really, you look back at the Xbox One generation for me.
Yeah, because I would think we've had plenty of explanations on the hardware. It's just we haven't
anything else, right? So that's definitely has
too many examples of that hardware in action.
But what I'm really curious about,
you know what,
is getting a really good look at kind of what this new slate of titles look like, right? I mean,
I would hope we do. Sony dropped the ball with that.
I'm assuming we're probably going to see some games kind of teased for the next maybe year or two or whatever the case is. But I really want to see a good sense of what the Xbox Series X is capable of. Right?
Microsoft and Sony are basically just waiting for the other to reveal the price first.
The basic stuff, but what I really want to do is kind of see how all of that comes together and brings what this next generation is all about.
Like, for Pete's sake, one of you just bite the bullet and say how much your systems
how powerful this console is. Like, we want to see that power, right, and see what this is able to do. And Microsoft's philosophy on Xbox that Phil Spencer has expressed is, a little bit different than PlayStation. They're saying that all these games are going to show you today conceivably will still work on your current Xbox, will work on PC, and they might, they work better on the new Xbox. But
so I don't know how long the pre-show goes.
How does that affect your sort of decision on what you're going to do with Xbox? Like, what's going to cause you to want to upgrade to the next system? Because it's different. That Halo, as you said, will work probably on, if you have an Xbox right now, it'll work on the current system. So I assume part of what they have to show today is why it's going to be even better on the next one.
Yeah,
I think for definitely what I expect.
Yeah, I think for me, what I like most about the Xbox that kind of sits in my house is, like, we always get Sony with their exclusives, and I would love to see some really cool exclusives come out of Microsoft today. It's the thing that people keep talking about all the time, but I love the kind of home entertainment aspect of my Xbox.
How many of these streams has Jack
kind of UI
been invited to?
The speed of the system and kind of sitting down. I use it for everything. I only use my PlayStation for gaming, but I really use my Xbox for almost everything. I watch Netflix on it. I watch movies, and I play my 4K Blu-rays and everything on it because my PlayStation couldn't do that. So I'm really curious to see how they evolve kind of the OS of the system and make it snappier and faster, and how you're able to switch between games on the fly and being able to have all of those old games be playable on the new one. They keep talking about backwards compatibility a lot and how that's a big factor for them. And I'm curious to see how far that goes and how many games you can really play with that, and how far they're pushing it and stuff. Like Game Pass has come out, and it's kind of a game changer because there's so many times when I just go
completely honest
and
here,
I don't want to buy a new game, but Game Pass is a good way of kind of trying it out and testing it and just downloading it there and playing straight away. And I really love that aspect. So I want to see how far they push that. And xCloud, I think,
recall when we first saw the Xbox
One, at least for me personally, the way I
advertised it mostly as an entertainment device and not
I think that, as you said, the Game Pass is another big part of it. That a lot of these games now come out as part of Game Pass. I think Microsoft has said kind of all their first-party titles are in Game Pass, and that I think lets people sample more games. Right, it's no longer like you have to spend $60 to play everything. Also, I wanted to ask you about the specs and the frame rates and all that type of stuff. You live in the world of tech and RDNA architecture.
He was the guy who said,
"What do you think?
If you live in an area where you don't get good internet, we already have a system
here in
that you can use
ray tracing
for
and
that.
things like
It's called
that.
the
Like, what do you
Xbox
think are going to be
360.
some of the big leaps that we're going to see?
Phil Spencer couldn't have been made head of
Xbox. I think the interesting way of looking at sort of the previous generation for Xbox One, PS4, going into this new generation, is that it's a much more well-rounded package, right? So if you look at something like the Xbox Series X, spec-wise, it is equivalent to a very high-end gaming PC. That's not something we've seen in the console space for a long time, right? You look at the Xbox One, it had good graphics, right? It was able to provide some really impressive games. You look at something like Red Dead 2 running on an original Xbox One. It's really impressive that was able to be sort of accomplished. But the thing is, this generation, with the Series X, we have not only the SSD, which I think people are going to very quickly get used to, not minute load times, but a few second load times. But also you have that really powerful CPU, which is going to enable these bigger open worlds, sort of more interesting looking physics. And then you have on the graphics side not only sort of more detailed things, and I think the higher frame rates are something that, especially as more and more TVs are developing that sort of tech, that people are going to really start to appreciate. But also these new features like ray tracing, right, which are just going to help ground these worlds in a much more sort of realistic sort of location. Like, I guess for me, it's more about making the console a much more complete package, right? You're not sort of sacrificing because you're playing on your PC versus your Xbox or anything. Like, you're going to be getting a very similar level of performance. In a lot of cases, something like the Series X is going to be significantly more powerful than
we enjoy
any other
this
gaming device
engaging conversation.
Yep. All right. Well, hopefully
we still don't know when we're starting up.
Lauren, you get the last word here. Anything you're hoping is a surprise today? You talked about some of the games we know about, like the Medium and Everwild. Anything that you're secretly hoping they show here in some way?
I was looking yesterday to see if there was anything I could think of that like they could surprise me with. I've personally been more of like PC gamer, PlayStation.
You're saying yourself
if they can surprise me and pull me in with more like Xbox exclusives, I mean, Game Pass has been a game changer for me. I've been using that lately. So just like bringing me into that ecosystem, if they can do that, like
with myself,
they've surprised me. So
no, and that's part of what they're trying to do here. Is you said
everything adds
all this
up,
stuff on your PC, you can play, on your phone via xCloud, and like bringing more games to more people. So as you said, hopefully we'll see a bunch of games today, right? And we know Halo is going to be a big focus. But obviously they've got a lot of other things to fill out that hour. All right. Well, thanks, Lauren, Austin, and
I
Jack.
have
We'll
some
see
doubts
you guys
on that
later. We'll all be watching live. And we do have some special world premieres throughout this show. We've got a number,
but not
we've
that
got over,
long.
I think a half dozen things
like
we're going to show you
show
guys over the next 45 minutes here to give you a little preview of some stuff that will be coming to Xbox. And we're going to start right now with
plus
this world
a cinematic trailer.
You know what? You make a good
world premiere.
Oh wait, world premiere. Okay, time to shut up. What is this?
Square.
Oh,
Dragon Quest. Was this announced to be heading to Xbox? I don't feel like it was. We're bringing. This has been on the Switch for almost a year now.
To take the sword in hand
okay, so my bet is the next game to get revealed is GTA 5.
GTA.
どうも、ゲームデザイナーの堀裕二です。1986年に日本で第一作目となるドローンクエストというロールプレイングゲームを発売して今年で34周年を迎えました。今回シリーズ本体
Dragon Quest XI-S is hitting
Xbox
the
プラットフォームで発売され
and on Game Pass.
なんと Xbox にドローンクエストが初登場ということで
And this is the debut of the series
今日は
on
皆さんに
Xbox.
ドローンクエスト 11S の魅力を紹介していきたいと思います。ドローンクエストでは
So then, what does the S stand for now? Because I was under the belief that Dragon Quest XI-S was meant to be 11 Switch.
I only really got into that game that starred Slime, where like you're like in this like robot, like thing, and you're throwing things. I forgot the name, but starring Slime. I'm gonna look that up right now.
But it is still kind of huge to see Dragon Quest not only be multi-platform, but represented in Smash.
Yeah, no, I mean, okay, so Dragon... Oh,
okay.
I'll take that one.
過去のシリーズの作品の世界を体験できるサブクエストなどの
And then
や
I
り込
played
み
a
要
few
素も
Dragon
満載
Quest
です
games on the forgot which one,
いよいよ
but
Xbox
I
プラッ
didn't
トフォー
get
ムに
into
登
them
場す
as
る
much as
日
Rocket
本の
Slime. Rocket Slime
RPG のこと
is different.
ドラゴンクエスト 11S をお楽しみください発売は
December 4th of this
12月
year.
4日ですそれではまた
And on Game Pass. And xCloud support.
That's cool.
All footage contained in this trailer are copyrights owned by Square. Or that's maybe just the end of that trailer.
There you go, Dragon Quest coming for the first
You're
time
gonna get copyrighted.
to Xbox.
Ah, no!
Bring it right into another
Curse you,
world
Dragon
premiere.
Quest
This is a
theme.
brand new game announcement.
Man,
a smaller
we
team and
should've
studio
talked
that
more.
has a new title to announce today on the pre-show. So take a look.
Oh,
at
we're
this.
screwed, and the show hasn't even kicked off. Also, world premiere. Twisted Red.
Oh, it's a shooter. Is this Dice?
Recognize style. Might just be new.
Well, I'm not really a shooter, so with
robots,
with a few exceptions.
Or are the robots your allies? No. Kind of makes me think Transformers meets Titanfall or something. Exomecha?
This looks so anime. like the title.
All right, that's Exomecha, a brand new free-to-play game coming in late 2021, and that's a first look at that. We do have more new games and some cool stuff. We've got something very cool to wrap up the pre-show as our last premiere that I'm really excited to share with you guys. So stick around, and of course, at the top of the hour, we're going to get a look at a lot of the first-party games from Microsoft, including the world gameplay debut of Halo Infinite. Right now, though, we're going to turn to our second panel to preview what we're hoping, all our hopes and dreams for Xbox today. Joining me first off is Aaron Hansen from the Game Grumps. Aaron! You ready for Blinks?
Blinks.
You're way ahead
He's
of me,
been
brother.
out
I was all like,
Blinks the time sweeper.
I was going to say, you've been waiting all summer for this moment. Will the time sweeper return? All right. Good to have you with us, Aaron. We've got Danny O'Dwyer from No Clip. Hey, Danny, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, man? I'm just really happy for Aaron to get his Blinks. He's been waiting for like, was it a month since we talked on PlayStation? You know, forget all these, all these new studios and all these new games that all their acquisitions are going to do. It's all about the
Aaron's skin color.
Bring back the time sweeper, right? That's clearly the closer of the show, right? You must know something. And finally, we've got Alana Pierce joining us. Hey, Alana.
Alana Pierce.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. All right, you're
former
a
IGN employee, and I believe
Day.
he was with
gonna be
Rooster Teeth and Inside Gaming in the
for
past.
all of us with what Xbox has in store. So we joked about Blinks, but Xbox has a lot of franchises, a lot of history in gaming over the past
knows her stuff.
20 years. I'm going to open with the same question I had for the last panel. What are your hopes? What are your expectations? What do you want to see from Xbox in this next hour that's going to, convince you that they've got a lot of great stuff and charting the future of gaming? Aaron, let's take Blinks off the table. Beyond that,
Blinks is off the table.
Well, if I'm gonna be honest, man, I want to know what the heck's going on with Exomecha, because that, I was not expecting something like that, and holy crap,
that's a Transformer action.
That appealed to my 80s, early 90s culture mind. I was just like, it's just big silver robots punching each other, and there's a robot dragon, I guess, that breathes fire. Great, I'm in. Let's do it.
All right, so Exomecha clearly at the top of the pile. They've already won you over, Danny. You visit a lot of studios around the world when we can. Hear about them. Hear their stories. No Clip, you do some incredible documentaries. From your perspective, what does Xbox have to do today? What do you want to see in this hour showcase?
Well, we've had Microsoft, doing a lot of acquisitions over the past couple of years, and a lot of studios that were sort of working on games, perhaps, or working on smaller games for them. So I think what I'm excited for today is for a bunch of those studios to maybe show something off. So one studio we visited earlier this year was Obsidian, who were working on Grounded. They've been acquired by Microsoft in the interim, or just prior to that. So I'm interested to see if we'll see what everyone hopes, which is a big budget Obsidian role-playing game. That's kind of on my top list of things I'd like to see. And then the other one is what's happened to Fable. Obviously, in the past couple of, Lionhead isn't around anymore. There's a lot of rumor that Playground, who work on the Forza series, may have sort of taken up the mantle on that. It's been rumored that they've been working on some sort of open world role-playing game as well. So those are kind of the two
Forza?
that I'm looking to see. And just
Forza?
anything else from the rest of their acquisitions, like Double Fine. I'm sure they're a small team, so I'm sure they're not running multiple projects, but you never know. Maybe they're an early concept phase on something.
No, I think RPGs is a great genre, right? Where it's like Xbox has done lots of action games, but doing RPG stuff, I think, is an opportunity for them to show some great stuff in the RPG genre. Alana, what's I know you've been fan of Gears. You've been fans of you're excited about Cyberpunk that's coming out. That obviously will be on all systems, but on Xbox as well. What do you want to see from Team Xbox this morning?
Also blinks. No, I'm kidding. I love Fable. I really want a new Fable. Like Danny said, it's rumored that Playground Games are working on it, and I buy that rumor. They hired a lot of people from a lot of studios known for making really big games, including Rockstar and Guerrilla. So I really, really, really want to see Fable. I love that world, and I feel like there's something so pleasant about a British RPG, like the humor captured in the original Fable game. I just love so much, and obviously Peter Molyneux would no longer be attached, so that changes things. But that's what I really, really
Fable
want.
Will actually live up to everything it delivers.
Excited to see more Halo.
Live up to everything.
Very curious to see if any of the Perfect Dark rumors hold up, because I also love Perfect Dark. But to get away from games hype, I really want to know more about xCloud. I'm kind of hoping that we hear a little bit about xCloud and what they're planning to do with that in the future after that Game Pass announcement, which is super exciting. So those are my big three.
No, I think you're right. There's such an interesting story there around what's happening with Xbox Live, with Game Pass, this idea of, having the, a subscription sort of approach, right? Versus buying $60 games time and again. It seems like part of Microsoft's approach is, very Netflix-like, and that you're going to sort of get all these games, all this content. And that'll mean big games, but also, potentially smaller games that people are more likely to sample, which I think is, a huge opportunity here to see a diversity of content. That there'll be some stuff for the super core gamers, but maybe some stuff that's a little broader in its appeal too. Let's talk about Halo. They've done a very good job over the past week hyping everyone up around Master Chief's return. Seems like a bit of a spiritual reboot in a way of Halo. I mean, we saw the kind of key art, the box art yesterday, which is like very reminiscent of the original Halo Combat Evolved. We know we're going to see the campaign today. We saw, I think it was last year at E3, we saw kind of we've actually the past two E3s, we saw kind of teaser assets for Infinite. Originally, we saw kind of the engine, and then last year we saw, sort of an in-game of the Halo Wars, or at least rendered in engine.
We haven't seen them in a main
What are your hopes?
Halo
what does Halo have to do? Obviously a legendary franchise. I think there's a big opportunity here for them, but it's a very competitive space with first-person action games right now. What do you want to see in a new Halo? What will convince you that Halo's back on top?
More Chief, less Locke. That's my number one.
I think we'll get that.
I think so too. I feel like that's
that would make
really
Soup
focused
sad.
on, and I know that they got a lot of criticism for the story, and I'm actually, from what I've heard,
but
Halo
probably
Infinite's
glad to have
pushed a little bit because they reworked the narrative
spotlight.
after people were so upset about the Locke focus of the last game. Halo's an interesting one in that I don't want it to shift too far from classic Halo, because that's sort of been with me my whole life. But I would also, same token, like a story like an ODST. I really liked the way that was told. I feel like that's really unlikely, but I want a groundbreaking story. I want something that kicks me in the feels like Reach did.
She has worked with a company that has been
but
in
with
the past.
The lore and the nerdiness
working in with a company that
just
has
as long as Chief's with me the whole way,
focused on Halo-related content.
Yes, as you said, a focus
Rooster
on
Teeth,
Master
Red versus
Chief
Blue.
in terms of the style of gameplay. Danny, we see first-person games going in different directions, with co-op, with other sort of, aspects to it. The sandbox style of Halo is something that I think people really like, the skirmishes and whatnot in the gameplay. Does that still hold up in 2020, or what do you when you see this demo or gameplay footage, what are you going to be looking for that's going to cue to you like Halo's back?
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think that's the big sort of question on this. When we first saw Infinite, it was around the time that big sort of shift into games as a service was happening, where games like The Division and, Destiny is obviously the sort of most obvious one. We're turning into these platforms that we're getting catered to with new content over and over and over again. And obviously the word Infinite sort of implied something along those lines. So I'm really interested to see, Halo, when it first came around, and then when it had its sort of like soft reboot in a way with Halo 3, it's sort of like re-emergence. I feel like it was very much a game that was pushing both single player
and you had to clarify for
just a lot
the
of
viewing audience
with different types of modes and stuff. So it's
one,
always been on this sort of bleeding edge of like gameplay design.
When the PS5 and
the other
Xbox
side
Series
of it that
X
I'm really interested in is just
are
how
released,
the
I
Slipspace
hope
engine
to be able
works,
to get
because
them
they've had
either as soon as they come out, or as soon as improved models.
So really, you know, we always look at the Forzas as the beautiful showcases for new hardware, but I think in the same way, whatever we see from that gameplay is going to give us a real indication of just how good games can look on this system.
No, that's a great point.
What
I
if
think,
the whole
this
show
is
is
hopefully going to be the high bar of what we can look for
pre-show,
visually and in terms of gameplay and the experience.
Yeah, I'd be concerned if the
Aaron,
entire
much of a Halo guy besides the the blink skin or something like that. What's going to convince you that this is the first person action game to get?
Just to see the reactions.
For me, Halo's always all been about multiplayer, right? So like, I was never huge for the single player campaigns. I always played online, always played with friends. And the thing that I really hope is that there's sort of like a dedication to the old style of Halo, right? Like, I feel like every game nowadays is like heroes this, heroes that. And I love Overwatch. But
yeah,
if we're playing Halo, I want to go back to Deathmatch. I want to go back to Capture the Flag, King of the Hill. Like, I'm way into that kind of gameplay. So if they can like modernize that and make it still have that sort of, like it feels new. It doesn't feel like, oh, they're just re-releasing Halo or like Unreal Tournament or something. That's what I'm looking forward to, is what can they do with multiplayer.
I'll take a re-release of Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, there we go.
Also, I did like Halo 5 multiplayer. I was actually okay with that. I am just more scared about kind of what you said, Danny, that they're going to Destiny-ify the single-player campaign, which is a very profitable thing to do. So I get why studios want to do that, but I'm scared.
Yeah, I know you said how they blend single and multiplayer, and it sounds like they're talking about campaigns. I don't know if we're even going to get much on the multiplayer, so you said how that's all going to blend together, right? And how they're going to kind of explain what it is, right? And that's part of the thing with these streams. Sometimes we see lots of footage, but then we have all these questions afterwards about like, well, what is this? What are we actually seeing? Is that a co-op? Is that single player? So we will have Aaron Greenberg from Xbox is going to join us afterwards to break down some of what we see, and hopefully we'll get some information in the show as well about what they're doing with Halo. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. We will all watch everything together here at the top of the hour. We are about 30 minutes away from the live Xbox game showcase.
That's going to be, if anything, just
start or where it's going to end. But the one thing we do know is that Halo Infinite is going to be there, and we've got the countdown clock up there as well. So you guys can wait with us. But we've got much more to talk about, and we've got some more world premieres to show you guys. Right now, we've got an update on a game that is coming out later this year. You just saw it at Ubisoft Forward. Here's a new look at Watch Dogs Legion.
Watch Dogs Legion. Okay.
Okay, I always say I have games.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
London is fucked.
Language. I haven't said this to be a mature stream. Thank you very little, Watch Dogs and Ubisoft.
We've got our best man on the case. Because
to be fair,
can fix this mess.
There are going to be bastard super spy. So I try to make that sure now.
Well, looks like we're recruiting. It's a state of emergency.
Move in and lock down the city.
In the chaos, private armies have taken the streets.
Albion Security's contract has been extended indefinitely.
And you gotta think, this was probably not anticipated, but is it even remotely timely to be putting this game out to the public? Because the state of the US right now is not too far off of this.
The government's literally letting Albion shoot us in the streets.
Yeah.
You need to build a resistance. Recruit anyone in the whole city. And I really mean anyone. Genius hackers, hard grafters, idiots, everyday people with something to fight for. And something you need to offer. The right person for the job. Or the ones you least expect.
A James Bond car.
That's what I was thinking too. I was just about to say that when I saw that.
It starts with you.
Some James Bond shit. I was about to say.
Yeah, I'm in. Welcome to the Resistance.
yeah, some aspects of the game you would expect, given the location, that some James Bond inspired gameplay wouldn't be that far off.
Yeah.
Find them, recruit them. Welcome to the Resistance.
October 29th.
I bet you the online would be crazy for this. Especially when mods become a thing for it. Oh my goodness, the online would be
PC
like
mods.
All right, well, as we've mentioned quite a few times, we are going to get a first look at the campaign of Halo Infinite, and I asked
the
a friend of mine what he wants to see in a brand new Halo. You may know Ninja for many things over the past few years, but he actually
played Halo back in the day,
created
long
quite a
before
stir
he
with
was
all his
playing
awesome
Fortnite.
Halo gaming and gameplay back in the day. So
yeah,
without
probably
further
the most
ado,
prolific
let's hear from Ninja about
Twitch
what he
streamer of
wants
all
to
time.
see in a brand new Halo.
Got his
Kyle,
start
take it
on
away.
competitive Halo.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm excited to see what Xbox
This is
has in store.
pre-recorded.
And here's what I want.
The more you know.
If Halo Infinite can just give us a incredible campaign to close out just the classic series with a beautiful ending and a matchmaking / multiplayer system where the ranking system and it works.
An interesting chat message.
Really amazing, iconic maps.
KBO me 58.
The Halo 1, Halo 2.
I'm picking up that
Halo
looks
maps
like
that came out.
German or potentially
So fun,
Austrian.
whether it be switching from Halo 2, nading all the weapons off and learning.
But thank you for deciding to check out my stream.
Flow of Halo 3. it was just something so incredible. Played all of them. I love them all.
Time to learn German.
If Halo Infinite can just get that down, get some of those things down, right?
Because I know
amazing weaponry, right? Weapon
that
gameplay,
language isn't
the Halo
that
classic
far
pistol, the Halo
off
2 battle
from
rifle, the Halo 3 battle rifle and sniper.
being very understandable in English.
It'll be
it's
really
just that
and I'm just excited to see what they have.
I'm not used to seeing it. 2, I don't know the language.
Awesome. Well, we'll see how much of that comes true. Hopefully, at the top of the hour when we get a look at Halo Infinite. Thanks to Ninja for joining us on the show. Now it is time to get to another world premiere, a net new game that you haven't heard about. And this one comes from my country, my home province of Ontario, Canada. I saw this and got excited about a brand new game from a smaller studio that you haven't heard about, but I think looks pretty cool. Check out this world premiere.
Oh, I think this is Psychonauts. Wait, no, it's not.
What is this?
The visual style almost made me think of it.
I'm kind of intrigued of what this
Definitely
is.
got that Stranger Things vibe.
That's what I was thinking. Oh my god, it's the same thing. It's crazy. Yeah, Stranger Things.
Okay. This is an RPG?
Wait, you know what? Maybe
I can barely hear you. You're gonna need to speak up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because I got your audio and the stream audio going at the same time. I can't lower this without lowering
hear me?
a little bit. Sorry. Echo generation. Okay, sorry. You were saying?
Looks interesting. I'm not really an RPG guy, but it looks interesting.
Definitely some Stranger Things vibes to that one.
My point!
Echo Generation Hockey Smash.
Point!
Very exciting. All right, now it's time to get to another world premiere. Check this out. Oh, wait, we got YouTube creators, first of all. Sorry. I get so excited. I think there are more world premieres coming. We do have more coming, don't worry. But right now, actually, we're going to hear from a number of YouTube creators around the world to hear what they're looking forward to from Xbox.
Well, if this was like Joey or Soup, you'd totally.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Garu, and I'm a content creator on YouTube. And today, I'm so much excited
from India.
for this Xbox event, because with this, we're going to get ourselves the brand new Halo.
He's from India.
And I used to play Halo back in 2011 and 2012.
You mostly get
and I just
streamers
used to
from
hours
our
and
side
hours
of the
making
world.
a map on Halo 3 than actually playing the game. Me and my friends, we used to be like, okay,
like,
let's just put that over there, let's put this over there, and literally, we used to come back from school and we used to mess around with maps and all that stuff. And it just used to be a fun game in general. can anyone forget about these skulls?
Cool
like,
story,
we
bro.
To go ahead and collect them. Like, I could go in for hours on Halo, okay? Because with those skulls, we could actually go ahead and try out different stuff. And there just used to be so many variations in the game on its own. There used to be co-op, there used to be 1v1, King of the Hill, Juggernaut, and so many game modes in general. So I'm super excited for the brand new release of this game, because especially for content creators out there, there's gonna be so much stuff to make content on, especially, you know, there's gonna be campaign, and plus if you guys make content on multiplayer, we can go on replay file, on theater mode,
I know there are plenty
cool
of like
that we actually had in the game.
Really
so I really wish in the brand new Halo we get ourselves the co-op game mode with that, you know, the
Halo
1v1 still remains, and all the
There's
fun
one
game modes
that's
that
like
we used to have
an
in Halo
infinite
3.
tunnel that
those still remain, because that will definitely bring
also
back
part
a
of a
lot
zombie
memories.
mode.
So yeah, my name is Garu, and hopefully you guys are excited for this brand new game.
Basically, it's
and for
one
the
person
event.
trying to
Peace
kill
out.
off every other player.
Now,
Hey, I know this guy.
Hey.
You know him too?
I have it right here. It is
Because he's a really cool retro gaming
Halo
fan.
Yeah, no.
When I first saw this machine, I absolutely fell in love with it. So ahead of its
Like,
time.
for Pete's sake, I've been using his content to be able to put together the hidden gems aspect of my game catalog project.
Right here. I have the special edition E3 2005.
I remember when he talked about that Halo.
And check this out. This was back when you
like
had
this
to have
guy's
an
YouTube
Wi-Fi
is gonna
adapter.
explode
It
after
wasn't
this.
built into the machine, but
Okay.
man, I have so many great memories playing
I'm gonna
awesome
turn
games
the
on
volume
this.
because I'm
Now, when
actually
it comes
kind
to
of
the Xbox
interested in
One,
this.
Yeah.
I was a bit late to the party on that one, but I eventually did pick up the Xbox One X.
Showing off a
and
couple
Gears
of his
edition
special
here.
edition
And I have to
Xbox
say, I was
consoles.
blown away by
The
this. It's
original
excellent
Xbox
hardware, and the
Halo
games are
1
absolutely amazing on it.
special
And so,
edition.
from what I've seen so far of the Xbox Series X, it appears that Microsoft's going all in on
I'm shocked he
powerful hardware
didn't
and
show
performance.
his
Plus, they've added
very
a bunch of
rare
first-party
one.
developers over the last couple of
orange
years.
one.
The
And
orange
there's that
Xbox,
awesome
yeah.
backwards
Well,
compatibility,
Halo is
which
more
important for collectors like me. So,
timely
yeah, I
of a
definitely think it's
subject.
gonna be pretty cool, and I want to
True.
learn more.
Yeah,
Hola, amigas, amigos.
I
Yo
refer
soy
to
Jan
him
Trax.
for
Wow.
the hidden gems
Halo.
aspect of my
¿Qué recuerdos
games
tengo
catalog
con este título,
project.
con este juego? Hizo mi infancia
Like, he's been a
la más
huge
divertida de
boom.
todas. Recuerdo que con el Halo 3 la campaña me la pasé en todos los
And
modos
the
posibles,
fact that
en solitario,
Jeff
con
Keighley
amigos,
reached out to him
el
to
modo
give
en
him some
línea,
spotlight during the
chulada, lo
Xbox
mejor
Series
del
X
mundo.
reveal.
Después con el
Yeah,
Halo
that's
Reach
awesome.
lloré,
Like,
lloré
that's
con la
just
campaña,
awesome.
las cinemáticas son
Someone just
perfectas.
donated money and
Con Halo
said,
4
I
recuerdo
pooped
que
my
mi primer
pants.
trabajo entré a trabajar para poder pagar
Wait,
el
donated
juego.
to you?
Entonces,
Donate.
eso es una
Oh,
gran
no.
felicidad
To chat.
todo el tiempo con Halo. Es un juego
Someone
que
in the
hizo mi
stream
infancia,
or
mi
watching.
adolescencia, y estoy
Yeah,
seguro que
okay.
voy a jugar hasta que me muera. Y lo que se viene.
Did they say
con
that
este
over
nuevo
seeing Metal
título,
Jesus
nueva
Rocks getting a
entrega,
spotlight?
Estoy seguro que va a ser lo mejor.
Hey, Summer Game Fest audience, Lamar Wilson.
Lamar
here, and here are
Wilson!
5 games that I'm looking forward to them announcing
Hey.
today. So the first one is Halo Infinite. Now, I came into Halo late with Halo 5. I know. But I loved it so much and I can't wait to see what's next. Then there's a new game from Rare called Everwild. It just looks amazing and
I
breathtaking.
swear
have
if
no idea
Joey
what the game's
shows
about,
up
but
here.
I want to see it. Number 3, I definitely want to see a Gears 6. This is going to be a game really about revenge and taking the Horde out at the center, at the literal core, hopefully for
And
the
this
final
man
time. Now, number
is a
4,
man
since we're
after
talking
my own
about
heart.
Gears,
He is an
why not a
amiibo.
Lego's Gears Saga? You know, they did the Funko Pop thing on mobile, but what about Lego? Like, I would actually like to play that, so they need to announce that today. Now, finally, Cuphead 2. I know. Now, Cuphead
We
1
don't even
told me
have
a
the
new one was
Cuphead
one of the most
DLC.
unforgiving games ever, but for some reason,
Why has that
I just
taken
want
so
more.
long?
Why do I want more? Man, am I crazy?
Oh.
Yes. Yes,
we were
I am.
expecting the DLC like forever ago. Where is
Lamar
that?
fully decked out his Xbox gear, ready for the show, and it was so cool to have gamers from around the world joining us, from India and Mexico, and obviously here in the United States, because one of the things I think we found this year more than ever is that games bring us together, and people
Obviously, they
are
do.
watching all around the world. So I want to say
Phil
hello to
Spencer was
everyone
the one who said
watching this
video
special
games
event,
are
where
the
hopefully
great
we're all just going to
unifier.
be excited about games
True.
as we watch through it. And the stream is coming up in about 18 minutes. You can watch it live right here on this feed. We're going to go right into it, and then immediately afterwards, we've got
Another
our
premiere?
exclusive post show with guests, some of the developers featured in the showcase, and Aaron Greenberg from Xbox will be joining us to answer questions, and we'll also have some creators join us as well to grade, see how Xbox did based on our expectations.
Yeah.
And we'll also do a poll on Twitter, so make sure to vote on that. But right now, it is time to get to another world premiere. This is a sequel to a game that if you watch YouTube Let's Plays and
Psychonauts.
YouTube gaming videos, you've probably seen. Check this out.
So this is a sequel to something that's been streamed a lot on YouTube. Hello Neighbor. Okay.
Oh, it's okay.
MatPat's about to have a conniption.
You know, I was meaning to play this, but then I'm like, I don't feel like playing it. I changed my mind. But, I mean, it does make sense it's Hello Neighbor. I don't know why I thought it was Psychonauts 2. Maybe. I was being wishful thinking. I do wonder, though, if this game would actually steer me. Like, have you ever played it, Crimson?
No. Why was that a crow person?
Because it's out to kill you. Okay, yeah. Hey, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Just watching.
Yeah, because I just got a notification for your stream. I don't know why.
I haven't been. Oh, a notification that I was going live. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I just got it now, but anyway.
Get that open. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hello Neighbor 2.
He's gonna get beaten to death.
It is that guy in the crow mask. And now the gears start turning in MatPat's
There it is, Hello Neighbor 2, and we've got some more games still to come, and we are 14 minutes away from the start of the showcase from Xbox. It's going to last almost exactly 1 hour, so there'll be an hour showcase in 15 minutes, and then our post-show afterwards. But right now, we're going to take a look at the ID at Xbox program, a great program this week, actually. If you're on Xbox, there's a Summer Game Fest demo event, over 70 games that you can download and preview for free. One of the big things I wanted to do with Summer Game Fest was give everyone a chance to play more games at home, and I want to thank the team at Xbox for putting that together in these unusual circumstances where we don't have big consumer events to go and play games. But right now, let's take a look at ID at Xbox, and there are some glimpses of some new
decided to
check it out.
Make the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection and
Journey
available. I still have those. Haven't played those yet.
They also decided to make another game available too. It wasn't just the Uncharted collection.
What was the other game?
I think it was Journey.
I said Journey.
Oh, you said that? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
The Artful Escape, Tunic, Luke, The Ascent, blah 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 blah. Just try not to get hit too hard with copyright. Last Stop.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah.
Okay.
12 minutes. That is a very interesting.
The art style in this actually pretty decent, yeah.
On Falconeers. Is that a bird? Tunic! We haven't seen that in what felt like forever. Song of Irons. Huh.
Interesting. That gives me a...
Shredders. No relation to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle villain. Ooh, beat 'em up! in 3D. I don't know how a 3D beat 'em up will play out.
Okay, you know what? This is actually really like I'm not even kidding. Like I'm not even saying that as a filler. I actually like these.
Optimized for the Series X.
Like, honestly, some of these I want to learn more than like the games that have been already shown.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm being honest, because they actually look that cool. Anyway.
There you go, Shredder's snowboarding game. I miss my SSX, so that one looks really good. And lots of great games coming to the ID at Xbox program we're excited about. All right,
looking at Jeff speaking, does it sound like he's desynced from the footage?
From a legendary
because I hear his words
and when
and then his lips start moving.
The journey he wants to take us on with this game, I was really excited and honored to have the opportunity to share this with you. So this is a bit of a longer piece, but it takes you into the world of a brand new game from a special creator in Japan. Please check this out.
World premiere from someone in Japan. We briefly saw who it was, but I don't know who.
Hello, Xbox fan の皆様。
Who are you? Yuji Naka. I feel like I've heard that name. Where?
僕は現在スクエアエニックスにてバランカンパニーという新しいブランドを立ち上げました。
Balan Company.
そしてここにいる昔ソニックやナイツを一緒に作った大島直人と
This
20年ぶりにタッグを組んでアクションゲームを作り
worked on Knights and Sonic
中さ
in
ん
the
が
past.
スクエアエニックスに行くと知った時はびっ
Yuji
くりしました。
Naka. Why
僕も
does
驚
that
いて
name
ます。
sound familiar?
しかしこうしてまた一緒にタッグを組んでゲームを作れること、そして僕たちの得意とするゲーム作りと スクエアエニックスが得意とする物語や音楽と誰も体験したことのない新しいゲーム世界中の皆様にお届けできることをとても嬉しく思います。
I know I've heard that name, but
僕たちが
where?
皆様にお届けするのは
An action game that packs in everything you can imagine
ア
from
ク
the
ションゲームオ
genre.
ブアクションゲーム
The action game of action games.
Okay,
Balan
here it is.
Wonderworld.
アクションゲームにミュージカルの世界観を持ち込んでボタン一つでたくさんの衣装能力を使い進んでいくゲームになります。苦悩や葛藤、人は誰しもがポジティブな気持ちとネガティブな気持ちのバランスを保ちながら生きています。
Developers working with
しかしそのバランスが崩れた時、
like
あな
working
たは
with
バランシアタ
Square
ーに迷い
Enix.
込みます。悩める12
I
人の
heard
キャストたちの
the
新章
person
世
who
界を
originally made
あなたは
Sonic
さまざまなアクションを
actually
駆使して
Square.
進んでいきます。
So really, they're only working
アクションの
with
一つ
Ichi
一つ
Naka,
が
which is the
衣
guy
装
who
に
did
割り当てら
some
れて
radio
おり、
music, and I
その
think
数
still
はなん
works at
と
Sega.
80種類を超えます。衣装を次々に着替えながら各ステージに散りばめられた謎を解
Quite
き、
funny, 'cause I'm
そ
pretty
して
sure he has
ネ
to
ガテ
stay
ィブ
on
な
the
気持ち
spirits
に
and
とらわれ
such
て
and
しまった
such
キャストたち
so
の
he's
心を
juggling lots of
あなたの
projects
手で
now.
取り戻してあげてください。本作は24言語に対応予定です。
24 different languages and will be playable on Xbox One and Series
にも
X.
もちろん対応し、片方のコンソールを持っていればどちらで
And
も遊ん
does
でいただ
that
ける
character kind
ス
of
マート
look
デリバリーにも対応
like
する予定で
Knights?
す。世界中の皆
If
様
one of
に
these two has worked on Knights, that definitely looks
隅々まで
like a
楽しんでいた
character
だきま
from
す
the Knights games.
ワンダーワールドの世界で皆様をお
Now,
待
what
ちして
type
い
of
ます。
game would this
最後に
be
今
like?
日は全世界
They're saying it's an
の
action
映像も
game.
準備いたしましたのでどうぞご覧ください。It's show
I'm actually sold if
time.
it's an action game.
All right, we're about to see footage.
Maybe actually sold on
Balan Wonderworld, a strange and mysterious land that you visit when you come to a turning point in life.
this. This looks like an anime opening.
Well, it's very Japanese in origin. That much we know.
Oh boy. I really, you know what? I think I want to learn more about this. I'm gonna say it because this may be a pickup actually. Oh, okay. Let's see more. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this has a deep story like other Square games and like a banger soundtrack. I'm gonna have to buy this thing.
Over 80 different costumes, unlocking unique actions and abilities.
Okay. Yeah. I love this is actually amazing, like a 3D platformer.
Just throwing it out there. Do you think this has any Super Mario Galaxy vibes to it?
To be honest, it gave me more Hat in Time vibes, if anything.
Huh. Because a few of those areas made me think Super Mario Galaxy.
Yo, Bob the Builder's in this game? Yo, Bob the Builder's in this game. Or... Again, just kidding. I know Bob the Builder isn't in it. Anyway.
And these boss fights look kind of crazy.
Look into your hearts to discover what's most precious.
Okay, I'm actually... okay, we know it's gonna be on.
Sorry, I can barely hear you. I'm so sorry.
Why? I'm all the ones I'm interested in.
Every moment is an adventure.
Okay, I'm back. So,
okay.
Overall, I think this is going to be more like Hat in Time, which I'm sure you got, right? Did you get that?
Sorry, what?
When I said that? Huh?
Repeat?
Okay, whatever. So,
yeah. There it is, the announcement of Balan Wonderland. Nights was such a special and important game to me. I want to thank Nakasan and
Arthur 295200. Bro, do you have FIFA 20? I do not.
There's even more good stuff though coming up at the top
Depending
of the hour.
on how long ago it was that you
so we're going to have another group join us here as we count down in the final 5 minutes. We got Matt Pat joining us live from the Game Theorist headquarters.
I knew it!
It's over. I could check out right now. Cool, I'm sold. Balan Wonderworld, #1 game. Over Stand Aside Halo Infinite. That was what I needed to see.
I was going to say, I was pretty excited when we got that. I'm like, okay, this pre-show is going to be pretty good. That's an exciting announcement.
I'm more surprised he's more sold on Balan Wonderland.
I agree with you, Matt.
Hello,
we've also got JD Witherspoon joining us.
Hey, Jay,
how you doing?
Yo, I'm chilling, man. I'm looking at this countdown for the showcase. I'm ready to put my helmet on and get it going, but I'm like, let's talk real quick.
I was gonna say we got 5 minutes. Okay, and joining us also is Allegra Frank from Botch. Allegra, how you doing?
See if there's
I'm really good now. Like after Balan Wonderland, I'm with Matt. Yo, that's it. That's the end of the show for me.
Balan Wonderland.
Like that, if that is an exclusive, that is a huge pickup for us.
That was a pretty good way to end the pre-show. It hopefully means there's even more big surprises coming in the main show. And let's talk about this. You guys are going to join us afterwards as well to react to what we see. So let's kind of get the preview. Balan Wonderland, but what else? What do you guys?
If that is an exclusive to console, that's a huge pickup.
Need to do to get an A from you watching this conference? So what's it going to take? Let's start with you, Matt.
An Xbox later on.
I mean, it's a Square Enix action game made by Sega developers.
That's the piece that they're selling, the killer app. That is their killer app. But to me, as a mild Halo fan, I want to see what is the other thing that's going to get me to buy this system in particular. And if it's not a neon green skin like we saw for the earlier Xbox generations to coat that big obelisk that you're buying with Xbox Series
Is he referring to
Balan Wonderland?
The footage of Metal Jesus Rocks with all the special editions?
It looks like exactly the sort of game that I need in 2020 that the world
Balan Wonderland.
And yeah, Balan Wonderland not only looks like a great game, has a great message behind it.
And that might have been it.
I'm rewatching the trailer because
all right.
I sat there and didn't read all the dub.
You guys are done in the pre-show. I like it. There are already high marks. JD, we know we're going to see Halo. Seems like you're sufficiently hyped if you've got your Master Chief helmet. What's it going to take to get an A from you in the post-show grade?
Well, I mean, obviously Halo. I would love for them to take Halo Infinite and use it to be showcased the same way they showcased Halo 2 for the E3 2005 world premiere. I remember that. They did the gameplay mixed in with cutscenes. And then, I mean, I believe we talked about Fable a little bit earlier. I believe Fable 4 would be great. I don't know if they ever put out that last Fable. I'm not sure. I have to go back. And then for me personally, I want a new Matrix video game. I know that no one in the chat wants that. But hey, remember Enter the Matrix? That was fire. Remember that bullet time? Yo, bring me out.
Yeah, I remember that. Intersected with the movies and stuff. Yeah, all right. That's a wild prediction that we're gonna get today.
I can see that.
New Matrix. Keanu, they used Keanu last year, so you never know. Bring him back again.
wants to see a new Matrix game.
Allegra, I know you're excited about
a new Matrix movie on the way.
What else will it take to hype you up to an A grade in the post show?
See the Galaxy now. Yeah,
right. I mean, everything that's excited me in the pre-show is pretty much what I would also want in the post show, which is interesting, sort of inventive.
Yeah, seriously, that IP. One dude where
like I'm not a big Halo nerd or Watch Dogs or just anything with a number after it, unless it's some like bizarre number that has nothing to do with the game. Like if it's a sequel, I'm pretty much out. But I would love to see more from Tell Me Why by Don't Nod. I would love to see some actual like gameplay and a good emphasis on that, because it really brings an interesting amount of diversity to Xbox. But in general, I like to be really surprised whether or not it's some
like you have to get the heart.
Final
so
Fantasy
like
exclusive that's making its way onto the Xbox for the first time, or just some game we've never heard of before from some small, exciting studio. I mean, that's always what wins me over.
What do you think?
Also, Keanu Reeves, if he shows up
every
again,
time we've seen like an
really
Xbox software reveal the past couple of years,
you never know. I think he's in Berlin filming Matrix, but hey, it's virtual, so anyone can. This thing is this year, anyone can show up because around the world we can connect people, and it's so different to not be with you guys. You know, with 5,000 people at the Microsoft Theater getting to see this stuff, but we are literally just about a minute away here from going live. You guys are going to join us afterwards. You've got your Master Chief helmet, and I want to thank everyone for joining us exclusively here on YouTube for the pre-show
like Dragon Ball
for the
Fighters,
Xbox event. It's going to be about 2 minutes until we go, so maybe one last quick rapid fire here. JD's got his helmet. How do you guys think they're going to open the show? What do you think the first thing is?
Halo Infinite.
Yeah,
absolutely. Like start with the big guns.
Like,
they know that's what everyone's
so far
for,
the two
and then everything else is kind of
must-have games on the Series X by the looks of it are Halo Infinite and
it's gonna be Halo,
Balan
which
Wonderland.
for someone who doesn't really care about Halo, I would love because I need a bathroom break. So sorry, JD.
The chat just lit up. He's gonna take a bathroom break during Halo. All right, but hey, you got Balan, and yeah, that's part of the fun is that we don't know what they're going to do, and they've been very quiet. They've just said Halo, but beyond that, they've really not told us anything else about what games are going to be in there. So you said, Tell Me Why, great example. Everwild, Psychonauts, those are games that we know they're making that hopefully we'll have updates on.
I'm following.
And then I imagine, I know for a fact, there will be some new games announced in this showcase.
Don't say a thing.
It's exciting to watch it live here on YouTube. Well, Matt, JD, Allegra, thanks for joining us. You guys are going to be with us afterwards. We're going to react to the press conference, see how Microsoft did, and then we're going to have some guests, some of the developers, and some of the games featured in the show. We're going to have interviews with them.
Hitting everywhere then.
Aaron
Nice.
Greenberg will be joining us live to break down some of the news.
So Balan Wonderland is going to be on every platform in spring.
Showcase.
That's
an
awesome.
hour of games right here on YouTube.
2 more seconds.
Actually, you know what? I'm not going to tweet it now. Screw it. The show starts.
Yeah. There's the Tower of Power.
Fridge. Let's go, the fridge. Wait a second. I think that's the Psychonauts here. This show. Yeah, that is. They may show Psychonauts here. That's cool. Oh, fuck.
Game Studios presents.
Okay, it's Halo.
We're starting with Halo. Maybe.
I'm not really surprised, honestly, that they started with it. Okay, please don't lag.
Yeah, please don't on my end either. What? Wait, have we seen the Xbox Series X controller yet? We have. I'm pretty sure we have.
The Mjolnir exosuit is now
nope.
complete.
This is Halo. That's Jen Taylor. That's Cortana. That's Chief's armor.
Even though this technology will save humanity in the war to come.
It was funny how Halo was supposed to end after Halo 3, but now they just went on with it.
Liquid crystal cannot rise on its own. Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction.
Salem, you are hypnotizing soup.
Cannot hope.
Okay.
The chief is online.
Yes.
It all means nothing.
Bro, that guy's wrinkles, though.
Step inside.
Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, they look so real. That dude's wrinkles. I never thought I'd say that about dude's wrinkles.
I already have goosebumps, and we haven't even seen gameplay.
Oh boy. I'm not even a huge Halo fan.
There's a demo. Soup is about to lose his mind.
Oh boy, oh boy. Now, is the demo...
This is a punishment, right?
Is the demo available
67 days after we lost.
Yep, this is death.
When will the demo be available public? That's all I want. I may actually pick it up on PC, even though I doubt my PC.
So we're on a Halo.
I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, Chief.
So I want to know who this guy is.
Well, we know that that's the guy who saved Master Chief, I believe. In the last story.
You don't get to tell me anything. Weird. Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me.
Yep, he was.
I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw Clone Wars over there.
Uh-oh,
okay, stop.
My stream's buffering.
Dig through them and find a working sleep space drive.
I need to hear
when
the
you're
story.
done with this war, we get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
Again, you don't seem to realize you're talking to the Master Chief. This man is an army in one person.
Together.
Okay, big guy.
And straight to gameplay. Here we go.
And it does look seamless. Like, the transitions, like, that's pretty impressive.
Like, other than the stream stuttering, it's flawless.
Yeah, no.
And the only reason for that is because we almost have 200,000 people in here.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay. I bet you there's so many Halo references going on right now.
Probably. Most of them Soup
like
picking up on immediately. Warthog.
I bet you there's some hidden. Stop lagging.
Ooh, you can drift. Well, probably could drift in the past, but that was a really smooth drift. Overworld map.
This looks even more open world, this game.
Yeah.
Like, this Halo looks even more open world than the past ones. But then again, I haven't played a lot of Halo, but yeah.
Like, I swear if the entire Halo ring can be explored, that's going to be insane. That jump out was the sickest animation I've ever seen for popping out of a vehicle. Melees are still in. Ooh. Here comes the elevator.
Now where's the elevator?
Grenade! Whoa! That shield, kind of a slick move. Is that... People were saying there was a grappling hook in the promotional art we saw yesterday. I guess, 1, people are right. 2, it's going to be part of the gameplay. You can grapple onto enemies.
Better with a grappling hook. So...
Chief can grapple onto enemies.
No.
What?
No.
What?
The heck?
Doesn't seem like the pistols are anywhere near as overpowered as Combat Evolved.
Well, I can see just decided that on the side. When your PC dies on you, you have to log back in. Okay, I don't have to worry about lining up with you. Gosh.
What is that?
What's what?
The gun Chief's using right now. And you can grapple around the environment. That's a plus. Like, that's a huge plus.
I bet that's going to be a heavy gun, the one he's using now. That's going to be... That gun wasn't as used.
What? Okay, it's a turret. I thought that was like a rolling ball. Can you tell it's getting darker? Sunset taking place right there. Like, seeing Chief do that with the grappling hook makes me think so much of Doomguy. Like, that is just so distinctly Doom Eternal.
How seamless this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then also the fact, again, not being really a shooter guy, I kind of dig the game.
Scattered, hunted, defeated by me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it was.
But yeah, that definitely does give me Doomguy vibes.
We are one step ahead, always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of Atriox. Without challenge, I grew weary.
I bet you that's the main villain.
Alone.
No, Atriox is the leader of the Banished.
Here you now stand. This is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
Challenge accepted. Scott Cawthon. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you as well. And no, this is not, probably not,
your first look
the
at
creator of
I'm incredibly
Five
proud
Nights
of
in
the
my
team
chat.
at 343.
I'd be very
and we're
confused.
thrilled to share
if
a
it
hint
was.
of the epic battles that await you on the next chapter of Master Chief's journey.
But thanks for deciding to check out
This is the most
stream.
ambitious campaign we've ever created at 343. For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring that's several times larger than our last 2 Halo games combined.
Ooh.
Halo Infinite has been built from the ground up to take
Bigger
full
than
advantage of
Halo
Xbox
4
Series
and
X.
5
Bigger
combined.
battles, epic vistas,
And it's gonna be
more
on
complex
PC, so
visual
that's
effects,
cool.
displayed
How
at
do you
10
know?
times the processing power per pixel.
Well, for
of
one,
Halo
I
5.
don't
This will
Scott
be running at a
Cawthon,
flawless
but
60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo ring
it's
to life in
unlikely.
ways that have never been possible before.
No, I'm just saying
We
it's
look
gonna
forward
be
to
on
sharing
PC.
even more.
No.
about Halo
I'm
Infinite in the
talking
coming
to
months,
someone in
including
chat.
the
Sorry,
first
Jay.
look at
Oh,
multiplayer.
okay, yes.
And now, please enjoy a glimpse of what others in the Xbox Game Studios
even
family
in
have been
chat.
working on.
All right, other game studios titles.
World premiere.
I knew it! Larger than the other games.
What is this?
Flawless? Okay.
Scott Cawthon, thank you for the follow.
I never played a game that ran a flawless 60 frames. That's the only reason why I doubt it.
I'm scared to refresh my stream because the audio desyncing is that far apart. She was screaming before she actually did it.
I'm having it too, so it won't change anything if you refresh it. It's
Yeah.
there. Not good.
So then who's making this?
Yo, is this The Last of Us for Xbox Series X?
I'd be very confused why that would be the case. I'm almost wondering if it's Dying Light, if that was an Xbox exclusive. Oh no. Zombie reindeer eating the wolves. State of Decay 3. Okay.
Wait, reindeer eating wolves? Wait, what?
Yeah, that's weird. The zombie
Welcome,
reindeer
everyone,
are more
to the
vicious
Xbox
than the
Game
wolves.
Showcase.
Bill
Today,
Spencer.
you're showing games from 9 of our 15 Xbox Game Studios.
9 out of the 15.
Including unveils of 5 new first-party games.
Ooh.
What
I
you'll
guess
see
I'm
today
refreshing
is how
too.
Xbox Game Studios
we're
are
in line
harnessing
4,
their
but
passions
whatever.
to bring their dreams to life.
Okay, now
we
I
believe
see
that
Phil
how you
Spencer.
find
Do
and
you
play
see
your
Phil
games
Spencer?
is as important as the device you play them
Crimson.
on. Xbox Game Pass is
I'm
the
seeing
best
Game
way
Pass.
to discover and play. And we want you to be able to experience as many great games as possible. So Game Pass members, you can play every game you see today from your subscription or free to play.
Soup just lost
These
his mind.
games will
see
look
today.
and play best on Xbox Series X.
Soup just lost it.
Unmatched fidelity.
If that demo
performance,
is playable
precision,
now
and immersion.
on Game
And
Pass,
we've designed the
Soup
most
is booting up his
consistently
Xbox
powerful
One
next-generation console.
now.
And we've built state-of-the-art platform technology to allow
Honestly,
every developer to realize their full
If a
vision.
Conquer or Banjo-Kazooie
One studio that
comeback
has always
happens,
pushed the limits of our
I'm gonna
hardware is
I'm
Turn 10.
probably gonna get Game Pass.
And they're early in
sometime
development
soon.
on the next Fortune
Chances
500.
are it'll be $1
And
this
Xbox
month.
Series X is bringing them closer to their dream of unprecedented realism with ray tracing and native
Forza.
4K resolution, all at 60 frames per second. The trailer you're about to see was captured completely in engine.
Forza, just as a heads up.
World premiere.
Okay, world premiere.
Forza World Premiere.
Oh, it's just Forza. Okay.
I said this before it said World Premiere.
Yeah, well, I had a gut feeling it was gonna be Forza because they showed it before. So.
This is all in engine.
Forza's always been Xbox.
The graphical push.
Yeah. graphical push, yeah. WeatherTech. Whoa! Real life promotion.
Forza Motorsport. Another game. DJ Khaled.
Okay.
Everwild. This is Everwild. This is Everwild.
Okay, whatever. Who cares? Actually,
had to temper myself there.
Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it.
Like, I had to brace myself seeing that logo.
It is found in the smallest moments.
It gives me Breath of the Wild vibes, this game.
In every step of a perilous journey.
Don't you agree?
Maybe.
In the symmetry of ritual.
It gives me Breath of the Wild vibes. Don't you agree?
In the bonds we share.
I can hear you, don't worry.
And in moments of stillness.
Okay, well, you weren't replying.
I'm still trying to pick up on it.
It teaches
this
us
feels
to look
like
beyond
its own thing,
the
though.
expected. To be a light in dark places. To seek answers.
Because I was trying to put it into my head. Does this look like it feels like Breath of the Wild and or Horizon Zero Dawn? It doesn't. It feels like its own thing.
We all sense it.
What if it's kind of like Breath of the Wild meets Heroes in a way?
But only a few truly feel it.
But it also works like Breath of the Wild, where it's kind of like a go wherever you want with breakable and kind of gameplay like it.
Any release window? Nope.
Rare will give to you a magical and
no, there are no
untamed
Banjo-Kazooie
world
hints
to
in the
explore
background.
and to just truly lose yourself in. It's a place to be eternal. And eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature, makes ever living. The team here at Rare are so excited to be working on something like Everwild, and I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank
also,
you,
there's
thank
another reason why that office space is empty.
Whoa.
Okay,
I
don't
just got hit
nod.
with a flood of memories.
Love you, Mom.
You seeing what I'm seeing?
Mom?
Allison?
Yeah. It doesn't matter that they don't believe us.
We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense. But we couldn't be sure.
It doesn't matter that they kept us apart.
Brother, sister, we look out for each other.
It doesn't matter that finding the truth feels impossible.
We're all done with fairy tales.
The only thing that matters is you're my brother.
Just
And the
the
only
usual
way to move
sentimental
forward
stuff Don't Nod does.
is to keep looking
Yes,
back.
this is a game developed by the same people
We've been
behind
getting these visions whenever we see or hear
Life is
something
Strange.
really emotional. Everything we thought we knew about Marianne just got thrown out the window.
She loved you. She attacked you. We both saw it.
I thought coming here would be closing a chat lives.
You're still in the chat, right, Jake?
Nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
Jay?
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son.
You still there?
I was just saying. Yeah, I'm here. I was just saying how it was too extreme when the younger girl said, "Oh, she almost killed you," then Yodele said she loved you. That's all I said.
Yeah.
They probably missed.
Moon
Hey
Studios.
everyone, my name is Gennady. I'm the co-founder and director of technology at Moon Studios.
Moon
Today we're
Studios.
very excited to tell
Oh.
you that we're working on a very, very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X. We're now at a time where we can reach levels of fidelity and frame rates previously absolutely impossible on any console. An already gorgeous game like
120p?
Ori can now run at 120 Hz refresh rate in full 4K HDR in its highest quality, delivering unprecedented game feel with silky smooth animation, super crisp, sharp image, and low input latency, which is just so important
120
for the tight and
FPS.
precise platforming feel of
Only
this game.
other game I
We can
knew of
also boost the immersion in
prior
different
to this
spaces
point
in our
with that
world
was
by
like
using
Doom
premium
Eternal.
audio tech that we previously just could not simulate in real
And
time.
apparently, 120
And with all of this
frames
crazy hardware
blows
power,
people's
we can give our
minds.
players more options with how they want to play our game. We can't wait for all of you to experience this very special
Like,
version of Ori.
The
coming
internet
to
can't
Xbox
even
Series
process
X with
video
smart
games at
delivery
120
later this year.
frames.
Well, depending on your gaming PC, but yeah.
But like YouTube doesn't have that option. It does not go above 60 frames.
True.
Private Division. What do we got? Oh, is this Outer Worlds? This is Outer Worlds.
Comes the biggest mystery in the galaxy.
An abandoned research facility, and now
I mean, they
shady
didn't
corporate
say
intrigue.
world premiere.
Marvel of the Gorgon asteroid.
No, this is obviously
A
DLC.
sordid stopover. Full of salacious secrets.
The true Fallout game this generation
Scandalous.
deserved.
Come on, stop playing.
Greetings, attractive patron. You are
Is
looking
Outer
right
Worlds any
on
good?
today.
I've heard
us to develop a
mostly
miracle
good
drug
things
can
about
put
Outer
you
Worlds.
on the wrong side of a gun. Or sword. Or this thing. Thrills. Danger. Intrigue.
A word of advice before you go, Captain? Trust no one.
Crazy aliens.
You find on
The lag
Gorgon.
is real.
This
Okay.
internet cannot be drinks in a state.
Okay. What next? Oh yeah, this game.
If you're waiting for the biggest game of the year, then
Is this
wait
Honey I
for
Shrunk the Kids? The
Cyberpunk.
video? Oh, never mind.
That was so self-aware.
We've got you covered.
Oh, that was actually very clever.
From Obsidian Entertainment, the makers of games that are nothing like this one. This summer, strive together to thrive together. Or just feed your friend to the spiders and go solo.
Okay, so this is Honey I Shrunk the Kids video game then.
Practically.
Whoa, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. That was a rare reference.
Battletoads.
That was a motherfucking rare reference.
Grounded.
Yes, I tried to keep it PG.
Wait, that comes out in less than a week.
At Obsidian, we're dedicated to pushing narrative and role.
Grounded comes out in less than a week.
Every day when we come to the office, and we can't wait for you to play our next great adventure, Peril and Gorgon.
Just
it's the first
throwing
in
in
expansion packs for the Outer Worlds that we're putting together with our friends from the Private Division.
That was,
now, it's also important that we continue
I'll give them
to
credit.
evolve
That was
how we
a
tell
clever
stories
edit into their
Grounded
trailer.
is the perfect example of that. The team has been working on the last 2 months on how to tell an Obsidian story within a
it can be
survival
argued between
now, what's great is that we're going to be able
Cyberpunk
to
and
play
Final
the game on
Fantasy
July
VII
28th
Remake, which is
on
the bigger
Xbox
game
Game Preview and on Steam Early Access. We want to hear from
you. No, they are the big games for you,
definitely. Continue to build Grounded together. Oh yeah, if you've been wondering, we have working on that next RPG. Check this out.
We have been working on that next RPG. You heard that? Next RPG?
We have always known war.
Is this Fable? I bet you this may be Fable. What do you think?
Or Assassin's Creed.
Our empire.
No.
I don't know.
Into
doesn't look like the recent Assassin. I guess if you look at the recent
decimated our foes.
They said RPG though. Fable's an RPG.
Now our oaths are lost, forsaken. And you must face the monsters.
This, I think, is Fable.
I'm not a huge Fable guy, but I know people losing their minds.
Is an oath worth the weight of a crown?
No. Avowed. Huh.
So is that a Fable spin-off?
I don't know. We need more of an explanation as to what that was.
Avowed is an expansive first-person RPG
Matt
set
Moody.
in the fantasy world of Eora. When Obsidian Entertainment joined Xbox Game Studios, they told us that this epic
This is
game
another
is the one they want
Obsidian
to make.
game?
As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs, this is Obsidian at their best. And it is being built from the ground
Yep,
up.
it's Obsidian.
It's
to take
another
advantage
Obsidian
of
game.
The power of Xbox Series X. At Xbox Game Studios, we also work with independent developers, always with the goal of empowering them to bring their ideas to life. I'm excited to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry. Let's meet Caroline Marshall, studio head of Interior Night, to debut their original game.
So it's an original game, but it takes place.
Bonjour, I'm Caroline from Interior Night. Our
I
team
think this is
really
something different.
passionate
Oh,
about
maybe.
your storytelling because when you play a
The
story,
transition
you
confused me
step
for a
into the
second.
character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand, and in the process, you learn more about yourself. And this is quite powerful. Our
Okay, so
first
basically
game
a broken
spans
family
30 years in the
simulator.
American Southwest. It's a story about family, resilience, and sacrifice. But most of all, it's about how you will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in.
Okay, so Broken
I
Family
hope you enjoyed the
Simulator.
trailer.
Oh.
World premiere.
Ouch.
I mean, am I wrong though?
Fortune, fortune, smile and fade. I haven't seen you much of late. I need you now, cannot wait. But wanna look you
Also, probably
We were on our way to start
copyright
a new life
music.
that summer.
Okay, so we better talk.
Our family
Thoughts
was
on
just
that
a stopover.
motel? Would you stay at it? Yes or no?
I'm not a motel kind of guy.
Same here.
I
so
try to avoid that.
Say no.
Mine.
Okay, next topic. What do you
It was
think
the end
this
of the road.
book?
Looks good.
Sun went down on all of
Weird
us.
that it's a cel-shaded live-action
Was it fate?
game.
Looks fine.
Coincidence?
Kind of like a mobile game, but that doesn't
No.
matter. Because I mean,
It was a long forgotten secret, buried in the dark.
Oh my goodness, it's a crime scene.
What did you do, you fools?
Okay, someone's gonna die.
All my life, I've been scared of the shadows.
Okay, she's scared of shadows.
But now,
why is she scared of shadows?
I'm finally ready to step into the light.
Wah, 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 wah. Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. As dusk falls. Don't die. What was that? Ninja Theory. Alright, so Senua's Saga.
Including Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2.
You were choking, and that's adding more conversation?
An incredible 3.5 million players have now experienced Senua's story in Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. We're excited to start giving you an insight into what comes next for our Celtic Warrior. An experience that we'll be building in Unreal Engine 5 for Xbox Series X and PC. I'm happy to reveal today that Senua's Saga will be set in the beautiful country of Iceland.
Ooh.
I'm not surprised it was so nice.
And I think Iceland was also the basis for the overworld in Death Stranding.
Development diary, which you can view straight after the
like,
show
can you tell?
On the Ninja Theory YouTube channel.
Just all the craggy rock formations everywhere. Pretty sure Iceland was the basis for the Death Stranding overworld.
It's been so touching to see the impact that Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice has had on so many players, and we're incredibly thankful to all of the fans that have been part of Senua's story so far. And we're excited for you to be part of our development journey from here on out.
World premiere, kind of.
What is this? I'm kind of interested now. Is that our stuff kind of as Double Fine!
Yes! Double Fine!
Psychonaut!
That was some Spagonaut.
Okay, show me Psychonaut.
Want to say hi to Peter?
Jack Black! What? Peter?
No way are we doing this!
Hey, who wrote the song?
Jablowski Games, my dude!
Peter.
Are we about to see a Brutal Legend sequel?
Love the song.
Jack Black has only worked with Double Fine on one game, and that was Brutal Legend. Okay, it's Psychonauts, and they just called in Jack Black. I was
Probably been a long
so
time since you've
confused.
had a visitor.
Why am I hyping up when I only played like a very little bit of the first game? Like, I guess it's time to complete the first one. Gosh.
Where are we?
It's oh my goodness. One of my friends is losing his mind over this, I'm sure.
Lost alone.
Jack Black can sing? Oh, well.
Gee, I wonder why, considering Tenacious.
Just a thought is all I've got.
Schoolhouse Rock
Now my cover.
No, wait. School of Rock.
At the bottom of a lake. A frozen feeling.
Yo, most of the games are the big leagues now.
Just
no longer a small
I genuinely thought they were about to drop Brutal Legend 2.
That gives me rock. So good.
All that Xbox funding has really paid off for Double Fine.
So beautiful.
Like, this is gonna be a trip.
And then, I don't know if you can do that in the first game because I didn't get too far, but you can freeze things, and that's kind of a cool thing. I'm pretty sure you can do that in the first game, though, but just haven't got to that point. Stop lying!
I know! But I legit thought seeing Double Fine and then Jack Black, Brutal Legend 2 was about to happen.
You know what's funny? I have Brutal Legends, the guy from Humble World. Bro, this is so tricky. This is like some 70s.
Yeah. Word of advice. In the event you are a frequent drug user, do not play Psychonauts. Under any circumstances. Not even this one.
Yo, it's coming to PC! But then I shouldn't be surprised, because they said everything is coming to PC.
Yeah.
But still, I'm happy. Let's go.
I almost thought Brutal Legend 2 was about to drop.
We can't wait for you to experience the amazing games built by Xbox Game Studios. And there is just so much more for you to play on Xbox. We are
How
partnering
crazy
with
would that
thousands
have
of
been?
creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and Xbox Game Pass. If you are one of the more than 10 million Game Pass
And
subscribers,
all current
you also get
expansions
access
for
to
Destiny
all
2.
current Destiny 2 expansions starting this September. For Game Pass Ultimate members,
Destiny 2.
Destiny
Okay,
2
move
will
on.
also be playable on
Next.
mobile from the cloud.
I don't really care about that.
On
Later
mobile,
this year,
Destiny
Bungie
2
will
on
also
xCloud,
release a new
on
version
Game
of
Pass
Destiny
Ultimate.
2 that is optimized for Xbox Series X.
I just wonder how that'll
4K
play on
resolution running at 60 frames per second.
Hey, someone's
Here's an
spitting in the
all-new
chat,
look
though.
at Bungie's
Gameplay over
Destiny 2
graphics.
Beyond
I agree on
Light.
Yeah.
Like, gameplay is better than graphics.
Ooh, this is new Destiny 2 stuff?
I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness.
I mean, gameplay is more
Every
important.
moment brings them closer. It's time to step beyond the light.
That's interesting, that ice mechanic. That gives me, it kind of reminds me a bit of that one Sheik Slick where you can throw ice around, kind of. But it's more, OP in the sense you can freeze people and stuff. Yeah, the freezing mechanic is satisfying. I have to give them that. Not a huge Destiny guy though.
This is Destiny 2 that you can play any way you want thanks to Xbox Game Pass. Some of the world's most inspired developers are working on games for Xbox Series X, and we're just honored to be able to collaborate with them. Xbox Series X will empower both new and experienced creators to bring the future of games to life like never
And
before.
it comes out
Unique
on this
perspectives,
date at
unexpected
this
innovations,
price.
and fresh voices that demand to be heard.
Telling you,
that we can't
they're
wait
not
for you
gonna do it. They're
discover.
gonna wait till Sony.
All of the games you're about to
They're gonna
see
wait till the
are
bitter
being
end
built
to
to launch
reveal that.
exclusively on Xbox
Like, at this
consoles.
point, we're going to be
Thanks,
finding
and
out the
enjoy.
price at launch.
That's how it will be. I'm telling you. I bet
Like,
you
that's some
it'll be-
Sega Saturn's PS1 level nonsense. Console launch exclusive.
Console launch exclusive. Interesting. What is this?
Hmm.
Oh my god, Banjo Kazooie. Just kidding. Game World. Game World. Game World. What the hell is this? Haunted abandoned circus looking area. Red light. And lagging. Wonderful. Okay, thank you, stream, for stopping.
I feel like whatever this is, we've seen it. Did it say world premiere? Because this feels like something I've seen.
Yeah. It gives me Resident Evil vibes, but then I know it's not Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Is this an X-Men game, you think, maybe? I don't know. Nah.
Okay, that's unsettling.
Or whatever it is, it looks like a shooter. So,
Silent Hill. Stalker 2. Okay.
Okay.
World premiere.
World premiere.
Like, okay, world premiere.
Console launch exclusive.
Okay.
Here's another launch title.
Man, all these like dark titles being console launch exclusives. Jeez. I feel like this one we've seen before though. I don't know why.
Is this?
My Lord Inquisitor, I've reached a term of prime and begun our investigations. Our recon squad has been sent into sub-level 6 of the Hive to determine the
Oh, this is Warhammer. This is Warhammer 40K.
I'll know more when they make it back.
That's that. Warhammer 40K Darktide. Okay. 2021 on Series X and PC.
World premiere.
Again, world premiere.
World premiere. They're going back to back. I love that. Nintendo, take notes on how to do this.
More like Xbox took notes from Nintendo.
True, I guess. Because Nintendo has gotten better.
Okay, this is supposed to be a video game, but it's showing a sizzle reel of Xbox players.
Is this going to be like a Sea of Thieves all over again, where they played Sea of Thieves and had people's reactions on it?
Like, this does confuse me a tad. Is this a game, or...?
Oh,
Because all I'm seeing consistently across this is controllers.
Could be wrong. But for a split second I thought I saw the horses in the back. Old front row.
Tetris Effect! This is Tetris Effect!
Tetris Effect 2?
Puzzle fans are squeeing with joy. They did not take it to... Okay. 3-player. Maybe 4. I thought they were about to take Tetris Effect into the Tetris 99 realm.
Yeah, no, same here.
Optimized single player and all new multiplayer.
I guess it's time to try out
World premiere.
Tetris Effect.
Huh. Console launch exclusive.
Another console launch exclusive. Okay.
From the creators of Steam World.
Approaching orbit. Scans a no-go. Sure you want to drop here?
Oh yeah. Already lacing up my boots back here.
Some more games for launch date.
Whoa. Hold on, let me check.
A 3D Steam World?
This looks interesting. I'm intrigued. But I don't know if I'll get it. But I look intrigued.
This is getting into some Metroid Prime levels of unsettling. Vank Snakers 7? Can't wait to play Tetris Poggers. Yeah. Couldn't agree more. Thanks for deciding to join us for the stream. And in the event...
I'm right, this is Metroid vibes. But,
yeah, like...
But it play like a Metroid game, though. It plays, again, more like a 3D platform, which I'm all for, because I love 3D
Yeah. And to those of you still in the chat watching, whenever this stream gets done, feel free to stick around. The gunk. Feel free to stick around because I'm going to be streaming Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped in a separate stream because I have to disconnect my stream layup, get my capture card running. And Noah, say, Slick, don't think I don't know that joke for even a second. I know people have that name. They do exist.
It all starts.
If it is their birthday today, happy birthday to them, but I'm not falling for that. I'm that smart.
The moon.
Worth a try. Don't even think. You're alright.
Yo, someone just got shot. Whoa.
And the main character works in a morgue.
But also a darker and deeper truth.
You should honestly just do an epic voiceover for this.
I can see both.
Like,
This is secretly a sequel to Alan Wake. Or maybe Control. Wait, no, we've seen this. We've absolutely seen this game already. Oh, what was it called?
Hello? Anyone there?
Dual reality gameplay, 2 worlds rendered simultaneously.
This place.
So there's like a dark world and a non-dark world. Kind of like... You know what? I'm not even gonna make another Legend of Zelda series. I'm not gonna do it. But you can guess where I'm going.
The medium, right?
This looks like it'll be an interesting horror game.
We have seen that already, so it's good to see it again. Console launch, Sega.
Sega!
PSO?
My interest is peaked.
This sounds like Phantasy Star. PSO 20th anniversary. For launch
You know what?
on
Probably
Series
right. Probably
X.
is Phantasy Star. And that would make sense.
This is a brand new game then.
Since Xbox has to work on the Japanese side.
And you know this is going to PS5. Like, there's no doubt about that.
But it said launch exclusive though, so it may be a time exclusive, but we don't know. It did say launch exclusive, so.
As in a launch title, maybe.
Okay.
And who knows if this ends up on the Japanese Switch eShop. PSO still isn't even on Switch overseas.
Oh god, okay. This is the type of game I wouldn't want to play on Switch, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I
A little
want-
graphically intense. Then again, Xenoblade X was graphically better than anything else on the Wii U.
Well, not only graphically intense, but I'm just thinking how the online play will be.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like, you would definitely need Ethernet cables and
Yeah.
hooking up a Bluetooth keyboard.
Yeah, for sure. Which is funny because I think, yeah, the GameCube had like,
New
a keyboard.
Genesis. PSO2. I know one particular YouTuber who's huge on PSO that's gonna love that.
Luis Torres, I've seen your future.
Is this Splinter Cell?
Instead of the weapon.
Yeah, okay. Smilegate and Remedy. Oh, Crossfire X. We've seen this. This was shown off as a cinematic trailer during last E3 with Xbox. Also, this is probably a copyright-written cover of a song, for all we know. Here we go again. Womp, 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 womp.
Wampa, 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 wampa. Oh, gun. Okay. Wampa, 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 wampa. More guns. Wampa, 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 wampa. Another explosion. Wow, Michael Bay is... Whoa.
Waka waka.
Wampa, wampa, wampa. Oh my god, they died? They actually use other weapons? Whoa!
Oh my gosh, it's just like every other military shooter we have ever seen previously. The only difference is this is made for China. Because it's quite obvious.
Okay, so I think
today you saw 10 world premieres and
Are we
22
almost done?
console launch exclusives. Game Pass members can play
for
every
me,
game
it's
you have seen today
12:53,
from Xbox Game
so
Studios and
you were
all of our
predicting maybe an
partners
hour long.
in the subscription or free to play. This is just
Overall,
a peek
I
at
already
some
know
of the
my
new
big
titles
games
coming to Xbox Series X. And some of the games you already love and some you have yet to play will also be optimized for Xbox Series X. Games like Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, and Sea of Thieves. You'll get the next-gen upgrades at no
smart
additional
delivery.
cost when they launch. You can expect a lineup of
So
over
Soup has Sea of
100
Thieves
titles
right at
for
start.
Xbox Series X this holiday season. With Series X and Game Pass,
That's cool.
Xbox is the place to play, and you are at the center of everything we do. Now, you may have noticed we didn't get to visit all of our Xbox Game Studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then, here's one more thing.
One more thing.
One more thing. What is
World premiere? The Show Ender. This is important.
Oh my god.
Because typically you save the most important things for last.
I'm really hyped right now.
Playground
and I know-
games.
Okay.
What did they work on?
The world is filled with
Really hyped.
Is this Fable?
of legendary heroes
It probably is Fable.
and treacherous villains.
Fable's a good way to end it.
Fantastical
Fable.
creatures
Even though I'm not a Fable guy, it's a good way to end it.
wondrous places where nature and magic live in perfect harmony.
Okay.
Not all stories
Dang.
have happy endings. But yours has yet to be written.
Yep, Fable.
You ain't called it. Fable. Oh, I'm actually shocked not more people are hyped for that in the chat. It's crazy.
So topping it off on Fable. And no expectation for when exactly that'll be out. But people have been waiting for a new Fable for what felt like forever, I think. Like, I think the last Fable game was either very early Xbox One or sometime in the 360 generation.
It was actually 360, I believe, Fable 3.
Yeah, so that's been a while.
Yeah.
A new Fable's been a long time coming.
Alright.
Now, multi-billion-dollar question. Launch date and price. Will you show it? Every title shown today playable by Game Pass members. So Soup has something to stream.
Wait, you know what? that mean Psychonauts and the Wonderland game will be on Game Pass too, you think?
Today? Yeah.
It would be.
Probably. Psychonauts definitely. Balan Wonderland, I'm not entirely certain on.
Yeah, that one I can't see though, because that seemed pretty early. But that may be my highlight of the whole show, I think.
All right.
What's your highlight of the show?
My highlight of the show. I'm not entirely sure. Could be Halo Infinite, Balan Wonderland, maybe the Fable drop. I definitely started having a mental panic attack seeing Jack Black and Double Fine together, so that Psychonauts reveal was kind of huge. Unless there are some premieres during this, probably not. I have... Oh, sorry.
Everything they showed today was an
thanks for having me on. I enjoyed myself.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I can...
No. I mean, sorry, because I tried muting the audio for the broadcast. I accidentally muted it and you by turning off desktop audio on OBS.
Wait, so what part didn't they get?
Yeah, don't worry, it wasn't too much.
Okay.
I just decided to switch it back over to having desktop audio on and the stream's audio off.
Yeah. So, overall, it wasn't bad. I personally liked, if I had to compare, I personally like PS5's better. Even though I'm not all into console wars, I think PS5's event was a bit better. But then again, you're talking to someone who's more a Sony guy than a Microsoft, even though I appreciate both, so yeah. But what's your thoughts?
Overall, pretty good.
Who do you think had the better showcase, PS5 or Xbox One?
That depends on what particularly you mean. Exclusive-wise, Sony blew it out of the water.
Wait, what?
Exclusives-wise, Sony blew it out of the water.
Yeah, no, definitely, I agree.
But I don't know if anyone... I don't know. Did any one particular game from the PS5 reveal have as much hype surrounding it as Halo Infinite did?
I mean...
I would think maybe Horizon Forbidden West. Maybe. Maybe Demon's Souls.
I think Insomniac's games that they revealed had that level.
Yeah, Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Yeah,
Spider-Man definitely, and maybe Ratchet and Clank, but to a lesser scale of Spider-Man, obviously. But yeah. But anyways, do you have anything else you like to add? I mean,
not that specifically references the broadcast itself. But for anyone watching this, sorry, trying to do a little transition here. For anyone that's going to be sticking around for later, I am going to be playing some Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped very, very soon. Like, the moment I can switch my Elgato on, I'm starting that.
It'll be fun, guys. You don't want to miss it.
It will be. But before that, I'm going to be posting something onto Twitter that I think a lot of people are going to enjoy, because this is going to be very timely and has a lot to do starting off with the Xbox Series X.
Oh boy.
So hopefully you enjoy this.
Well,
sorry?
Thanks for having me on, Crimson.
Yeah, thanks for dropping by, Jay.
Yeah. My full name is JWaldDubams, the third. I have an Instagram and Twitter. So yeah, feel free to check me out there.
All right. So with that being said, I'll be ending the Xbox stream here. I'll be back very, very soon with Crash 3. And then that social media post in between those. So with that being said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later.
Don't die, people.